Hello and welcome back to the viewing list. Today I am back with another video because I'm finally in a little bit of quiet. It feels like it's been ages. I feel like it's only been a week, I think, and I feel like it's been ages because I love doing the video making. Today I am going to be doing my January 2018 screen time wrap up. And if you've never seen one of these before, it's a series I've started last year, but I didn't actually do more than one. I think I only did one last year. It's a series where I'm gonna tell you what I watched during the month at the end of the month. And I'm gonna tell you my rating and what I thought about them and stuff. So the first thing I watched in January was a short mini K-drama. And it was called Babysitter. I will put a picture right here. So Babysitter is a 2016 mini drama that stars Jo Yo-jung, Kim Min-jun, and Shin Yoon-ju. This drama is basically about a babysitter who graduated from a top university and she goes to babysit for this young rich couple who have 3 kids. And of course, she's a young babysitter who is very well educated. Can you imagine what happens from here? Because, it's kind of obvious. If you've watched enough things and you've consumed enough stories and things, you probably know what's gonna happen. And things begin to change for the young couple. Now, this drama was such a fantastic thriller. It was such a thriller. I loved it. It had me at the edge of suspense and the mystery just captivated my attention. And it was kind of predictable because how could you not call what's gonna happen next? It's kind of obvious. But at the same time, the last episode just blew my mind and I was like, what is happening? Who am I? Yeah, that was my thoughts at the end of this drama. Just so mind blown. It was amazing. For most of this drama, I hated all of the characters. All of them. I was just like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Because they just kept doing stupid things that I just got really angry at. And of course, I am a viewer. I cannot do anything to change anything in the story. So it got me really, really irritated. But by the end of it, the main character does exactly what I wanted her to do from the very beginning of the drama. And yeah. Yep. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to spoil anything, but it was worth it. It was only 4 episodes long. That was 3. It was only 4 episodes long, and each episode is an hour long, so that's 4 hours, which is way less time. Way less time than a normal drama because normal dramas are 16 hours and 20 something and 30 something and most. Okay, I'm just gonna stop now. I'm rambling. I did enjoy seeing Jo Young-ju again after watching Perfect Wife earlier last year. I really did enjoy seeing her because she's the perfect psychopath. She's perfect for the psychopathic role. Is psychopathic a word? Probably not, but I just made it a word, so we'll just go with it. So I gave Babysitter a 7.5 out of 10 stars because I did like it, but I was really annoyed for most of the drama. Next, I watched The Duff, which was an English movie that was released in 2015, starring Mae Whitman, Robbie Amell, and Bella Thorne, and it was forgettable. Because by the time the end of the month came around, I had no idea what this movie is about. I looked at my list of movies, of things that I watched during the month, and I was just like, what was this? What was the plot? I cannot remember anything. So it was forgettable. But for the sake of this video, I did research what the plot was about, and I remembered while I was reading about it. So the Duff is about a girl who figures out that she is what everyone considers the Duff in her friend group. The Duff stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend, which is a very degrading name. Like, what the heck? Why would I want to be called a Duff? Why does that word even exist? Like, what the heck, man? Anyways, she figures out that she is the Duff of her group, and naturally she does not want to be a Duff anymore. She enlists the help of a popular jock who is the one who told her that she is considered the Duff of her group, in order to go through a major makeover and become not a Duff anymore. That's what it is, really. And aside from that, I just didn't remember this movie, and so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 stars, because at the time of viewing the movie, I did not rate it, because I could not make up my mind if I really liked it or I really hated it. And so I left it to simmer, only to realize at the end of the month I could not remember what it was about. And it has nothing to do with the acting or anything, or the story, because it's an intriguing concept. And the acting was fine. I had no major problems with the acting or anything. It's just, I forgot what it was about. So that deserves a 5 out of 10 stars. I finally hit the jackpot when I saw Undone, which, if you don't know, is a K-drama that aired in 2017. It just finished airing last month, and I have been watching it since the beginning, every single week. As soon as the episode was released, I watched it, because I enjoyed it. Let's get into this. So Undone stars Kai from EXO, Lee Yi-hyun, and Kim Jin-kyung. And this is a drama about a boy who is forced to move to the countryside with his family. And while there, he encounters the strange traditions of the village that they're living in, and all the weird things about the school that he's now attending. And along the way, he learns major life lessons about love and friendship and coping with things. It was really interesting. I must admit that the story wasn't very complicated. It's not anything that's really plot heavy. There's no complexities in it. Like, you don't have to pay a lot of attention to this drama to get through it. It's kind of like an easy slice of life anime that, like, you just breeze through and you enjoy it because it's a slice of life. It's like a slice of life drama. You could say that it was kind of boring, but I didn't think so, because I really enjoyed seeing it every Sunday, unwinding from my week while watching this kind of uneventful but funny and heartbreaking show. Like, I just really liked it, and I have still yet to find something to replace it. Like, really. But that could probably be because I've been watching other things. So, like, I haven't been watching anything that's currently airing on Sundays yet. So, yeah, that could be the reason. But I didn't find nothing to replace it yet. It was easy to get through, entertaining, heartbreaking, light and funny at the same time. I loved it, and I gave it 10 out of 10 stars, which was my first 10 star of January. Yay! Next, I watched an anime, which is the only anime that I watched in January, because I'm kind of now trying to catch up with my anime watching, because I've been neglecting anime since last year. It is called Miss Kobayashi's Dragonmead. I did a review of Miss Kobayashi's Dragonmead, so I will link that down below if you want to go check that out and get more of my in-depth thoughts on this anime. But basically, this is an anime that aired in 2017. I should have watched it last year, but I didn't. Miss Kobayashi's Dragonmead is about a woman named Kobayashi who one day discovers a dragon staring at her on her balcony. Yes, dragon is just there staring at her. The big scary dragon transforms herself into a cute, adorable girl who introduces herself as Toru, Kobayashi's maid. And just like that, Kobayashi got a dragon maid, which is like the coolest thing ever. If I could get a dragon maid, I'd totally want one, but you know, we live in human world. So, yeah, it's not possible. But I would totally want. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Like, who wouldn't, right? And of course, the anime follows the chaos that ensues from this occurrence. In a nutshell, I really enjoyed this anime. It was the perfect thing to come home to and just unwind after a stressful day. Awesome. Kind of like Undone, but whereas Undone is a long thing, it's an hour long, and anime is only 20 minutes. So I just flew through it really quickly. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. If you wanna know more, just like, you can check out my review. So I gave this anime an 8 out of 10 stars, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't seen it yet. You should go watch it. It's really good. After the anime, I decided I didn't want to see another K-drama. I didn't want to see anything Korean again. So, and I wasn't feeling like watching another anime. So I watched an Indian movie. I watched Jab Harry Met Sejal, and this was released in 2017. And it stars Shah Rukh Khan and Anushka Sharma. So, Jab Harry Met Sejal started with Sejal losing her engagement ring while on a tour of Europe. She just loses her ring. So, while all of her family leaves, even her fiancé leaves and goes back to India, she stays and forces Harry, who was their tour guide, to carry her all the places they went in order for her to find the ring. That's basically the premise of it. I did not like this movie. I didn't hate it, because hate is a really strong word. I did not hate the movie. I just thought it made no sense. Like, why was this movie even made? I don't understand. Do we really need another movie like this? Because essentially they're just finding themselves while looking for finding the ring. It wasn't plot driven. It was character driven. And I didn't like any of them. Like, I was not emotionally attached. So, yeah. I'm not going to say anything else about this movie because I did do another review of this. I will leave that linked in the description if you'd like to go hear my in-depth, detailed thoughts of why I did not like this movie. I gave this movie a 4 out of 10 stars. That's how much I did not like it. I wasted a whole 2 hours of my life. I should not have picked it up in the first place. That's my thoughts. Luckily, January was saved because after I watched that Indian movie, I did not want to watch another one because I just didn't want to have another experience like that. So, and I can't be sure if I'm gonna like an Indian movie when I go to watch it. So I just didn't feel like watching another one. So I picked up another K-drama. I started watching I Am Not a Robot, which is a K-drama that aired in 2017. It just finished airing as well in January. So I Am Not a Robot stars Yoo Sung-ho and Jae Soo-bin, and it is about a rich young CEO who is allergic to humans. So he keeps basically to himself all the time. He lives in his house alone and never goes out for anything. And if he does, he has to wear gloves and like protect himself with all kinds of things. He even has a battle that he carries around to like, I don't know. So a team of scientists developed this robot who looks really, really human, and our young CEO is very interested in purchasing the robot and sponsoring the team of scientists. So he asks them to run a test trial of the robot, and they agree. However, the night before they're supposed to carry the robot for him to have a month with, so that he can like test all the features of the robot and such, something goes wrong and the robot is damaged. But it will take a little bit of time for them to fix it, like a long time, because the part that they need is coming from like across the world. So it's gonna take a while. And they don't have time because he insists that he needs the robot right away. He wants it as soon as he said he was going to want it. And he does not want to extend the time. So they did not tell him that the robot was damaged, and they enlist the help of a girl who looks exactly like the robot. Because the robot was made based on her. Like her face was put onto the robot. Because, no, I made that sound really creepy. It's not creepy. Well, it kind of is. But, essentially, she looks exactly like the robot. So they enlist her help, and they have this whole ruse where they're just tricking the guy into thinking that she's a robot, but she's actually human. Well, you can imagine how that went. How did that go? Not very well. Along the way, they fall in love. That's really... It was sweet and adorable, but at times very, very heartbreaking. Like, Yoo Sung-ho can cry. When he cries, he just like... Tears are just forming in your own eyes when you see him crying, because the emotion in his acting is so real. Like, he deserves an award just for the crying in this drama. So I really loved this drama, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 stars, and I recommend it to anybody who has not seen it yet, because it's totally worth the watch. It was so adorable and light and just heartwarming, and also heartbreaking, because oh my god, tears. Oh my god. You just have to see it. It's a drama that you have to see because it's so great. I loved it. So those were all the things I saw in January. I had a really, really interesting month. Like, so interesting. It was all over the spectrum, really. Leave a comment down below telling me what you've seen in January. Tell me what you've seen recently. What are you currently watching? Those sorts of things. Tell me those down below if you have any recommendations for me. Also, drop that in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, because I am gonna film more. I'm gonna have more videos coming out as soon as I can finish watching the things I'm currently watching. That's a mission for this week. Finish watching the things I'm watching. Yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I have Snapchat, which I'm gonna leave down below because I've been more active there than anywhere else, really. So I'm gonna leave my handle on the screen so you can follow me there if you want updates and such, because it's easier to update on Snapchat than anywhere else. At least I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because I have been rambling for 38 minutes. Like, I just watched the time. It's been nearly 40 minutes. I'm gonna go. My throat is dry. Bye.